All right, 7:15 in the morning. One of the things I really like doing early in the morning when inverter isn't making a lot of noise, fans aren't on, everything's nice and quiet, is do some tuning on these speakers. I pulled Super Jerry 2 out of the bathroom because I like jamming when I'm taking a shower with this thing. And I built Super Jerry Jr., learned a ton of stuff about port sizing and tuning and all that. And turns out with Super Jerry 2, hang on a second.
I want people to wear what they want.
I want to bring pride.
All right, what I learned was that I had about 5.5 inch too much tube inside Super Jerry 2 here to make it sound good. So I took this tube, extra tube length out, and all of a sudden I got more bass. I was like, what is going on? You know, longer tube length would normally mean more bass coming out, right? Well, that wasn't the case with this one. This one, you need longer tube length to get the really deep lows out. It's just the way it is. This one, the exact opposite. So I kind of scratched my head and just listened to it, and I was like, wow, that's really pretty cool. So took this piece out, and let me show you what I did on the inside. All right, I got the lid open on Super Jerry 2 here. As you can see, 160 watt times 2 amplifier. I got this step-up booster set at 35 volts, and I put an extra large or higher capacity fuse in there. Now here's the sonic stuff I did to make it sound better. See that sound deadening material right here? What I did, in place of that extra length of tube down there, because I had about 5.5 inches coming up right here, and I just took the flare off the end and put it down lower. So it's essentially right at the same altitude, I guess, as the, or same height as the magnet there. Then I put this audio sound dampening, whatever you call this stuff, right over the tube here a little bit. You don't want to get too crazy with this. But what that does, there's so much good bass inside this cabinet right here, but there's just so much torque from this 8-inch Skar audio sub. So I had to slow the air down a little bit to keep it from over huffing and chuffing, because when I took this tube out here, it just really started pushing a lot more air out. There's less pressure in there. So I had to slow it down because it was really huffing and chuffing right here. Nailed it. Nailed it. Sounds absolutely freaking perfect now. But, you know, it gets better with every little tweak, and I'll probably find something else I want to do to it. I did actually get a SDR competition style woofer for this cabinet, but it was, the magnet's too big for the port in there. So couldn't put that in there. So I'm going to probably stick with this woofer here. With this one, I still need to replace the tweeters, and I got a couple right back there on the shelf there because I cracked them right here. But this one is no slouch. This one actually has a much smoother, goes down smoother, but it does not have the power and volume of this guy. You know, you got 100 watts per channel, 160 watts per channel with a bigger speaker. A bigger cabinet. So in a nutshell, you're going to get more overall volume, room filling volume out here in the garage. This thing fills the garage with ease. This one, you have to go almost to maximum volume, you know, 100 watts or so, to achieve, you know, room filling sound. And it really works hard to fill the garage up. Now inside in a room, living room, whatever, probably be just fine. But this guy, This guy does a job in just about any situation. Cool beans, huh? All right, take care. See ya.